My name is John Smith, and I'm from the Detroit area, and I taught public school for 37 years, and now I sub-teach and also I train teachers, future teachers from Saginaw Valley University. I'm a Hall of Famer at Central Michigan University. I'm a Bay County Hall of Famer. What inspired me to do what I did, I grew up in Alabama. I call it the slave state. I was a slave. Some people say I was segregated, but I was a slave. I grew up in Martin Luther King. We were about 30 miles from where Martin Luther King was demonstrating in 1954, 55, 56. So I've been in the civil rights movement all my life. I was born in it, not actually participated in it. We lived 29 miles from Tuskegee, which is a very historical site for black in this country. You had Booker T. Washington, you had George Washington Carver. We was taught a lot about that. So Tuskegee was a very important institution in the lives of blacks in Alabama and also in the life of the civil rights movement. The civil rights movement actually started in Tuskegee. Didn't get any publicity, but actually started in Tuskegee before it got to Montgomery. You had an educated group in class of people in Tuskegee, and they were doing boycotts and they was participating in government, demanding to participate in government way before the Montgomery boycott. So I like to just throw that in. You know, you had the Tuskegee Airmen, which was very historic also. So I grew up in a historic part of this country. But what motivated me? Poverty. I would never live in poverty. I would rather be dead than live in poverty. Poverty makes you powerless. It makes you feel useless. It makes you feel empty. It makes you feel that you're less than a human being. And in Alabama, I grew up where I was a sharecropper. I said a slave, which is truly a slave. And I was able to overcome that. I ran away from home when I was left home once when I was about 8. Went to live with my sister. My mom optioned me out, and then I went to left home, ran away at 15 years old, and my goal was to be educated, and I was able to get educated through football and track and field. So I had a very good, strong history. But the basic motivation to me is not human being, not role model, but poverty drove me into what I do. Also, I don't have bad habits. As a poor person, you normally will have bad habits. You drink, you smoke, maybe you womanize, but I don't have bad habits, so I feel that's a major factor in making propelling me and doing what I do. I manage my money well, I manage my life well, because I'm the only person who can truly control my life. And I like to see the world a better place, and I'm a great fan. In fact, I'm a Muslim, and I really like that religion because I think it forces us to look at ourselves and stand up for ourselves. And a lot of time, nobody's going to rescue us. And I hate what it's doing to my President Obama. Attack on President Obama is attack on me, attack on you. It's attack on all black people in this country. We have to understand that. He's being undermined, but we've always been undermined in this country. Every day, every second, every year since we've been here, we've been undermined, made to feel less than, made to fail when we could have succeeded. So I wanted to say those things, and I'm having a great time today at the city of Detroit, and I'm hoping I come here every year. I've been here about 15 times, and I just love the people of Detroit, because you attack Detroit, you're attacking black peoples. And we have a tendency to look at all the negative things in our community, but we have so many powerful things. We have more heroes than any other group that we can name. Nobody else can name 1,000 heroes. No other ethnic group can do that, but we can do that. We had to reinvent ourselves, which we did. I call myself a mutation of a human being. My culture was taken away, my life was taken away, my language was taken away, my history was taken away, everything about me, but I reinvented ourselves. We have reinvented ourselves into a very strong person. I don't want to be just a strong black man. I want to be a strong human being. Being strong and black is not enough, but being strong as a good human being and reaching out for all. I want to be a role model for the world. That's what I am. I'm a role model for the world. I'm a special guy. We overpowered the most powerful government in the world and stood up to it and said, you're wrong and you need to do it right. We did that. No ethnic group have ever had the courage to stand up and say what we have said openly. We have many heroes, and I don't talk about heroes like Oprah or Malcolm. I'm just talking about day-to-day heroes that walked the street, that had 10 kids and 5 went to college, and did all the things out of the most abusive, evil system. I grew up in an evil place. But we transformed that evil place into a decent place today. So that's what I'd like to conclude. Thank you, Detroit.